The story of The Walking Dead is an amazing tale of how a small black and white indie comic grew into a global cultural juggernaut. Although there is now a coloured version, the original is still strong due to the raw and unedited pages. The series, written by Robert Kirkman and initially illustrated by Tony Moore, began as an experimental dive into the zombie apocalypse genre, but it evolved into a multi-billion-dollar franchise encompassing TV series, spin-offs, video games, novels and more. This video delves into the comic's origins, its growth and how it laid the groundwork for one of the most successful multimedia franchises of the 21st century. The Walking Dead comic series launched in October 2003 under Image Comics' Skybound Entertainment imprint. For Robert Kirkman, an emerging writer with a passion for comics, the series was a labour of love. Collaborating with artist Tony Moore, his longtime friend, the pair sought to create a zombie story that stood apart from the typical tropes of the genre. The choice to publish The Walking Dead in black and white was pivotal. While this decision was partly driven by budgetary constraints, it also became an integral part of the comic's identity. The absence of colour emphasised the bleak, desolate world the characters inhabited, allowing readers to focus on the detailed line work and raw emotion in the illustrations. Moore's early artwork was praised for its expressive character designs and intricate depictions of the undead, which captured both the horror and the humanity of the narrative. However, Tony Moore only illustrated the first 6 issues, after which Charlie Adlard took over as the primary artist. Adlard's minimalist yet gritty style complemented Kirkman's writing, maintaining the stark tone established in the early issues. Kirkman's approach to the story was equally unique. Unlike most zombie narratives, which focus on short-term survival or single climax, The Walking Dead was envisioned as a never-ending tale. Kirkman famously described it as the zombie movie that never ends, allowing readers to witness not only the immediate aftermath of the apocalypse, but the long-term effects on society and the characters' psyches. This episodic, serialized format lent itself to deep character development and complex interpersonal dynamics, setting the comic apart from the usual traditional horror tropes. The early issues of The Walking Dead attracted a modest but enthusiastic readership. The series quickly gained momentum as word spread about its gripping narrative and unpredictable twists. Kirkman's writing was unflinching. He did not shy away from killing off major characters or exploring the moral ambiguity of survival. And way before the likes of Game of Thrones adapted this same playstyle, his willingness to subvert expectations kept readers on edge, knowing that no one was safe in this brutal world. Key story arcs, such as the introduction of the Governor in issue 27 and the brutal events in the prison arc, cemented the comic's reputation for high-stakes storytelling. The Governor, one of the most iconic villains in the series, represented the extremes to which humanity could descend in the face of societal collapse. These storylines showcased Kirkman's talent for blending character-driven drama with intense action and horror, making the comic both emotionally resonant and thrilling. By the mid-2000s, The Walking Dead had become a breakout hit for Image Comics. The series was frequently reprinted to meet demand, and trade paperback collections introduced new readers to the stories. The decision to release collected volumes at affordable prices, which weren't too popular at the time, not like today anyways, was a savvy move that made the series accessible to a wider audience, including those who didn't typically read monthly comics. Critically, The Walking Dead received acclaim for pushing the boundaries of what could be achieved in the medium. It won several Eisner Awards, including Best Continuing Series, and was lauded for elevating the zombie genre into a vehicle for exploring deeper themes of humanity, morality, and survival. In 2010, The Walking Dead made the leap from comic pages to television screens. AMC, known for its high-quality dramas like Mad Men and Breaking Bad, saw potential in the comic's character-driven storytelling and timeless themes. The adaptation developed by Frank Darabont remained faithful to the source material while expanding its scope for television audiences. The 4th season of the show focused on the early arcs of the comics, including Rick Grimes' awakening in the hospital and his reunion with his family. However, the show introduced new characters and subplots, allowing it to stand as a complementary narrative to the comic rather than a direct retelling. This creative choice encouraged fans of the comics to watch the show while still preserving the suspense for new audiences. So whether you've read the comic or not, the show still feels like a brand new thing. The success of the TV adaptation had a profound impact on the comic's popularity. Sales of the comics skyrocketed, with early issues becoming collector's items. The visibility of the TV series brought The Walking Dead to mainstream audiences, many of whom were unaware of its comic origins. Kirkman's decision to maintain creative control over the adaptation ensured that the core themes and tone of the comic were preserved, even as the franchise expanded. And yes, I know the latter seasons aren't really celebrated, but we're not here to talk down on things. Spin-offs and adaptations were abundant, Telltale Games' episodic video game series launched in 2012 captured the spirit of the comic by focusing on character-driven storytelling and moral dilemmas. The game's protagonist, Clementine, became a beloved figure in her own right, further expanding the franchise's reach. Novels such as The Walking Dead, Rise of the Governor added depth to the comics universe, offering backstories for key characters. The franchise's merchandise, ranging from action figures to board games, ensured that The Walking Dead became a persuasive cultural presence. At its core, The Walking Dead succeeded because it resonated with universal themes. The zombie apocalypse, while fantastical, served as a backdrop for exploring the fragility of human civilization and the resilience of the human spirit. The comics' focus on ordinary people facing extraordinary challenges allowed readers to connect with the characters on a deeply personal level. The comics' legacy also lies in its impact on the industry. It demonstrated that indie comics could achieve mainstream success, inspiring a new generation of creators to pursue ambitious, long-form storytelling. It also proved that genres traditionally dismissed as pulp or niche could be vehicles for complex, emotionally rich narratives. Despite its success, The Walking Dead was not without its challenges. The departure of Tony Moore after the first 6 issues led to legal disputes over creators' rights, highlighting the difficulties of collaboration in the comics industry. Similarly, the TV adaptation faced its share of controversies, including Frank Darabont's abrupt exit and declining viewership in the later seasons. The comic itself concluded in 2019 with issue 193, ending Rick Grimes' story in a way that surprised many fans. The sudden ending, kept secret until the issue's release, was a bold move that reflected Kirkman's commitment to a creative integrity. And I know not everyone agreed with the ending or liked it, but this was his story to tell, and he told it the way he wanted to tell it, and that's really all that matters. The Walking Dead is a testament to the power of indie comics to achieve global success. It's not only the big two that can drive interest in audiences. Its journey from modest black and white series to a multimedia empire is a story of creative vision, risk-taking, and the enduring appeal of human-centric storytelling. As a comic, it broke new ground for the medium, proving that even the most unassuming projects can leave an undeniable mark on pop culture history. Well everyone, I really hope you enjoyed that video, and if you like my new way of making videos and storytelling, please do let me know down below. I really appreciate comments and I read every single one of them, so do let me know. But yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.